Japan is shocked and furious at the US after a major coronavirus outbreak at 2 Marine bases in Okinawa and says the US is not taking the virus seriously. Everyone else already knew the US was not taking it seriously. They fired a Navy captain for taking it seriously. We are blinking as furiously as we can, but help doesn't seem to arrive. That's nonsense, we're taking this situation very seriously. Look at how quickly we relieved Captain Crozier. Veteran corpsman here. I can tell you our medical systems are not prepared for COVID. Marines sleep near each other, train near each other, work out together. It can spread fast through the ranks. And Marines being Marines, they can and will leave base when feeling a little sick because they big tough, dumb, blah. I'm Japanese. Let me be very honest. I'm sorry to say but almost everyone is thinking US has lost reputation tremendously in this COVID pandemic in so many aspects. I hope it will change. Because of the Trump administration this is going to be known as an American disease and our reputation is going to be akin to modern day plague rats, and shouting Wuhan flu isn't going to change that reputation. Our failure to handle this despite our resources is unprecedented and inexcusable. Clearly our society and ideology is a failure in its current state. The US is not taking the virus seriously. America first. On the list of countries nobody wants anything to do with. Do those count as my corona numbers or theirs? Trump. Our federal response should have shut down the country, paid the banks to suspend all small business and mortgage payments, and fully funded each state's unemployment numbers. Done. Instead we started buying up the stock market, and forcing small businesses to manipulate the unemployment numbers, then started sending checks with the president's fucking name on them. I literally got a fucking letter from the president taking credit for the stimulus check he sent me. I didn't even need one. I'm in the Carolinas. Looking at a next door poll in my community. Some of these people are literally insane. The Jews had to be held at gunpoint and marched into gas chambers. These people just need a Fox News feed. Currently 15% don't believe children can catch it, with another 35% wanting to send them back into classrooms anyways. A lot of these people are being forced into this, as they have no other daycare options. Just walked past someone while out at the supermarket today who said, and I quote, "God, these people and their masks. People, stop looking to the US for leadership or accountability here. Our citizens have been so corrupted by misinformation and the concept of American exceptionalism that they will gladly sell out other Americans for their political beliefs. Imagine what they would do to foreigners." Added accountability in addition to leadership. When did Americans lose the ability to act like adults? It's like you guys inhabit the world's largest kindergarten. Shocked. Not if they've been paying attention for the last few years. Shocked. You shouldn't be if you've paid attention to the US in the past 6 months. Furious. Yeah, we are too. Another strained relationship with a crucial and powerful ally in a part of the world that is experiencing rising tensions. Yes, because the commander-in-chief wore his fucking mask out in public for the first time since the pandemic started 6 fucking months ago. Lock the gates of the base. US bases in foreign countries usually have two sides of security, the foreign nations, and the US bases security. Lock the foreign nation side. Making America great again. I'm a lifelong Republican. Trump is the first Republican candidate that I didn't vote for. The entire GOP knew what Trump was when they didn't want him as their candidate. And now they know he's much worse than they could have imagined, and they've betrayed the country to keep him in office and are tearing this country apart. We have to hold every one of them accountable. USA doesn't take school shootings or warfare killing serious either. Climate change, killing all life on Earth for future generations. The US has done more to spread the virus than China has. Just lock down the bases. Problem solved. Complete quarantine, no army personnel gets in or out. Japan has dealt with corona in a best-in-class manner, don't let the Americans ruin it. That will even provide even more pressure to close that base. US here, they're right, our government, which can be called that in name only, has become a host for mobsters and other opportunistic criminals. We don't actually know if our nation will survive. So, now all our allies hate us. Great job, Trump, really building up our goodwill on the international scene. You're a bit late to the criticism party there, Japan, but at least you are at the party. Japanese women are accessorizing their masks, and we're over here complaining that we have to wear them to begin with. Yeah, we're not taking this seriously. BTW, if you're curious, check out some of the cute stuff they're doing with their masks. They have like jeweled clasps that hold the mask straps together behind your head over your hair, little charms, pretty lacy covers for disposable filter thingies. Is anyone keeping an eye on the warships? It's not about taking it seriously or not, it's about Republicans spending decades to defund and disrupt education in order to breed an aggressively stupid population. We lost another 9/11's worth of Americans in the past 3 days, but everyone in the South still thinks this is a fucking game. Of course we aren't taking it seriously. Our president has actively called it their, Democrats, new hoax that it goes away with the heat and that it's just a few cases coming out of China and we've got it under control. Absolute idiot. If they are shocked that we aren't taking this pandemic seriously, then they haven't been paying attention. The US has military bases in countries all over the world. I wonder if this is a sign of more things to come. Breaking news, Americans aren't doing well with COVID and don't care about others. Yup, US soldiers are not taking it seriously. I was at Joint Base Lewis McChord when Washington State was the hotspot in March. I was being tested for CV-19, my roommate would invite people over, have dinner, etc. A sergeant first class who was my platoon leader came to have dinner the very day I had been tested. The US military is full of racist, brainwashed, morons who have a monkey see monkey do mentality. What virus? This is just a conspiracy. /S. America is the third world of industrialized nations. USA is full of selfish assholes that worship at the altar of capitalism, except it's actually fascism. A lot of Americans are fucking stupid. In my city the large majority of people wear masks, and comply with posted signs. I went to a bigger city a few days ago, half the stupid fucks either wear no mask, or wear it halfway on their face. Even some of the fucking employees weren't wearing their masks. This is in fucking California. About 10% of my city has COVID-19. No one wears masks here. Literally no one. My grandma still thinks it's a good idea to go to church. They won't believe it's truly a threat until death is on their front porch. More and more people are referring to it as the American flu, which is spot on. Dirty Americans will be your legacy. When a country respects the virus right to live more than black people's. My mom doesn't wear a mask unless a store requires it. She posted a pic on FZB because it had advertising for her favorite podcast on it. Somebody went off on a rant saying masks are an Asian thing that China had and wearing masks is supporting communism. Yeah, we are not taking this seriously. We see not wearing masks as the hill to die on, a defense of our freedoms. Considering my father literally just said the reason governors are trying to keep stuff closed is to keep Trump from holding rallies, because then Biden could never win. So yes, there's a lot of dumbasses over here that aren't taking it seriously. Japan, you need to stand up and protect your population. Damn the consequences.